What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01, your host, and welcome back to more Death Stranding. Continuing right where we left off.
But us damn fools.
We are still in episode 2, and it's time to continue. So we need to take on orders, and we need to rare metal delivery distribution center west of capital Knot City. Let's listen to the briefing.
You'll be delivering supplies for a chiral printer. The distro center you're going to has one. First expedition set it up. On its own, it's no different from your run-of-the-mill 3D printer. Connected, though, it can utilize chiral network data to reproduce all kinds of things. And you can imagine how handy that might be. Now, I know I don't need to tell you, but steer clear of any BTs you find out there. Avoid out's the last thing we need.
Sam, it's Hartman. Void outs occur when the living of our world come into contact with beached things. The reaction is similar to what a physicist would call an annihilation, when a subatomic particle collides with its antiparticle. Alas, there ends our understanding. Why do the dead transform into BTs? Why are void outs only triggered by human contact? And why are people like you able to return seemingly unscathed? No one knows. Yet it cannot be a coincidence that these phenomena were observed only after we discovered the beach and bridged this world and the next. Anyway, to reiterate, the only reliable means by which you can prevent a void out is to stay far, far away from BTs.
All right. So you can see the risks that are going to involve in this mission. We have got regular enemies. Those are called mules, and you can see those by the 3 red things. You see the skull enemy on the left. Those are mules. Then you've got the ghost-looking figure in the middle. That are BTs. And then the rain is what I'm guessing is on the right side, but I'm not 100% sure. But we need to select the mission and accept orders. As far as anything, I don't think we actually need anything right now, so we're good to go, and we can go ahead and accept. There we go. We're going to auto-arrange to make sure we're good. Weight distribution will hopefully be the best that it can be. I don't know why they have that ladder sticking up like that, but it is what it is. I guess it's just because of weight distribution, because so much weight on one side or another just needs to be even, and that's how it can be even. All right, here we go.
Order assigned.
Let's go ahead and take a little stop. It's going to be raining soon, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we set a good route. All right. First things first, though, we actually have a way station down there. So let's go check that out, and that way we can get a look at the land. Hopefully it won't rain too much on us. Watchtower. That's what it's called. I said way station. All right, let's use it. All right, so if you take a look and you zoom in, you can see we have got some enemies. They each contain resin. We want to stay away from those enemies, so we're going to stick clearly to the right side as much as possible. And there we go. All right.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Blood. What we need is a little energy drink. There we go. Now we see the enemies on the left side there, so they're automatically going to be alerted to your presence. So you need to run.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught. Trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
You know what that means. We're not going to use the post office because we're actually heading to where we're heading now, so... There we go. There it is. Grip, grip. Whoa, that was close. Gotta be careful. Here we go. Okay, you can see it's a little bit up ahead, so we got a little bit of time.
got company.
When you have these many packages, it can be really, really tough to see your meter. I think we're good. I think we should be able to make this.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
So we can't use BB anymore. Now I got to look at my cargo real quick because one resin got messed up completely. And it's starting to lose. It's still alive, but it's starting to lose some of its damage. So we need to be quick. But it looks like we're good. We're out of the rain now, so we don't have to worry about damage anymore.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
All right, we got to be careful here. Don't be afraid to slow and stop once your stamina gets low. Like now, we're going to stop, let it build back up. If we were to let go, it would probably wash us completely away right now. There's practically a metagame in every single function in this game. Looks like we also found a bike. Oh. Gotta watch yourself. We have a lot on our back, so we gotta be careful. Unfortunately, we can't use the vehicle. Looks like it doesn't have any battery. But maybe we'll be able to use it in a little bit.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
And we have made it, ladies and gentlemen. Make delivery. We will be able to do the lost cargo after.
Waystation folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
All right, so cargo damage is at 0%, and you know what that means? That means S ranking, baby. Perfect. That's what I like to see.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As you can see, we brought the network online, and we've unlocked a few new features. And I'll go over those once we get into them.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your PP to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
All right, the next thing we're going to do is actually recycle a little bit. So we're going to recycle the resin. As you can see, recycling means that you can use this to repair, upgrade structures. Also, you can use this to do anything with the chiral printer, which we're going to use in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and turn in these specific items, resins and metals. So we're going to select multiple. We're going to recycle and turn these in. And we have done so. Let's confirm.
Thank you for your continued support.
All right, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a look at the fabricate and tell me what it's... Okay, so we couldn't do it because we don't have a chiral printer interface right now. So we can't do anything until we get the printer working, which we'll do that in just a little bit.
Thank you for your contribution.
Actually, before we go to the private room, sorry about that, I want to go ahead and... Actually, yeah, I want to go ahead and look at our equipment real quick. Auto arrange, make sure we're all good. There we go. I just didn't like the way that that looked. That's better.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
I mean, the story is just so out there, but it's so good.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens. Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Nana. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Chiralling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, oh, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Oh, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more waystations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
All right, so here is our mail. So this is just summarizing how they need you and how they're trying to work with each other, the ones that we just intermixed together between Benjamin, who is at the distribution center, and George, who is at the way station. So those are the last two places that we just went. And as you can see, we get likes by reading these, so it helps us out. And it tells you kind of what they need. You'll be dealing with them back and forth, obviously, in the game as you're delivering things. And if you guys want, I will give you the opportunity to read these. You can pause. That way it gives you an opportunity if you want to really dive deep into the story. I've already read all of this, so I already know, but I'm not going to bore you guys by reading it on. That'd be very boring, I'm sure. Of course, I will always save while I'm in here because it just, to me, it makes more sense. Never leave without our trusty glasses. Get a little boost in energy. Although currently I'm drinking the white ones. But I do have myself a good green one from time to time. As you can see, it gives you extra stamina. Always a good thing to have. Let's check on BB.
Oh. Tired, huh?
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Now you can get different likes by performing different actions. All right, with that being said, I think it's just about time. We're going to use the toilet a little bit. And then we're going to head out.
Nice.
And of course, product placement everywhere. Little breaking of the immersion there, but you know, it is what it is. But you do definitely want to go to the bathroom later on in the game because it's going to allow you to be able to fight off the enemies. I know that sounds so weird when you say it like that. I think we're ready to go.
Everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you this.
System woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pod, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
All right, first things first is we're going to put some stuff into a private locker.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
I think we don't need all of these ladders, so it's just we have so many things attached to us right now. One ladder should be good enough for now. Maybe two, so we'll just take one. There we go. All right, so we have got two missions for us right now. Recover the chiral printer interface. And something about crystals, collection chiral crystals. So one of them involves us heading back towards where we just were, where all of the BTs are, which that doesn't sound that fun to me. But we need to collect chiral crystals. So why don't we actually do that one first, and then in the next video we'll tackle the enemies. I know it could be a little boring in the gameplay or whatnot if you guys aren't that into it, but hopefully I'm trying to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. So we're going to select this mission, which is just collecting chiral crystals.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
I don't think we need it for now. But it looks like it's just going to make us do it, so just carry on back, I guess. And I think we're ready to go. Hold on. Let's auto arrange. Perfect. So we've got two missions, and we got our mission ready.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned. Keep on keeping on. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
That's right. Sleep. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, let's go to where our objective is. Okay, so you can see that this is the area that we need to get in, so let's just go ahead and set ourselves a waypoint. We can go ahead and remove this one. So
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I saw a few obviously back here.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Wow, that was real difficult.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam,
Main lock.
chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from the usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Porter Bridges.
Okay, so from what it says, it looks like we need to recycle. Recycle the chiral crystals. Okay. I'm guessing that's what that means. There we go.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Ooh, we only got a B ranking, but that's all right because I think all that means is it's not like the main mission kind of thing. I'm okay with getting a B ranking for something like that. Obviously, it wanted you to, I guess, collect a lot more in order to get an S ranking, but it's fine.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
So yeah, I guess you just had to get more if you wanted to get a S ranking.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Bridges Guard. Distribution Center the following new hologram data. To use this data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure and select customize structure. Some of this facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam. More structures can now be built within the chiral network area. Skilled handler. All right. I can now carry more cargo. That is good. Thank God. It can get tough.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
All right.
BC.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though, local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
There's just so much to this game. It's crazy. But there you go, ladies and gents. That is going to be the end of this video. We have a new mission up where we are going to be dealing with some enemies and maybe a little bit of stealth. I'm trying to make this as enjoyable for all of you that I can. I really do hope you're enjoying. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.